Since you were last with me, we've won 4 out of 5 matches and are unbeaten. Stay tuned to find out if we can keep that run going. Hello and welcome to episode 7 of the Pilgrimage. My name is Jamie. Coming up on today's episode, I've got 2 games for you. We're at home to Southport in the National League North and then away at Hereford, also in the National League North. And since you were last with me, we haven't lost a match, and the league table looks like this. We're in second place after 24 matches with 53 points, a point adrift of York City, although they do have a game in hand. Okay, so the team for the Southport game is David Gregory in goal, a back 4 of Matt Tootle, Scott Garner, Jake Wright and Scott Duxbury. Paul Green at the base of midfield, Connor Di Maio and Shane Byrne ahead of him, Fraser Preston on the right, Joe Leasley on the left, Jordan Burrow up front. Let's submit the team and go and do the team talk. Okay, I agree with the assistant. If we carry on our last performance, we'll do well. So we're going to outstretch the arms and say that. And let's get the match underway. I just need to slow that down a moment. There we go. Slow down to a more sedate pace. And the ball is out of play off the initial highlight, and it ends with nothing significant happening. So just the usual opening kickoff highlight. We still await the first shot of the match, so we're going to demand more. And we've got a couple of players who are already starting to look a little bit jaded, which after 13 minutes is slightly concerning. Di Maio to Tootle, into Burrow, Preston, Fraser Preston, infield to Di Maio, Tootle crosses. The header is on target but straight at Mason, the Southport keeper, who launches it long. And Southport win it back, but then immediately give it away to Paul Green. Burrow into Fraser Preston. Fraser Preston drifts out wide right, gives it to Tootle, who crosses. The header again is on target, but straight at Mason. And that highlight ends. We get another one with a throw-in on the left. Duxbury into Leasley. Duxbury gets it back. Crosses. But the cross is low and easily cut out. Picked up on the halfway line, and we come forward again. Tootle down the right wing. Gets his cross in. The header again on target, again straight at Mason, and the highlight ends. We've had 4 shots, 3 on target, but an XG of 0.17 tells you that they've not been great efforts, as Southport have their first chance and put it over the bar. And their XG is already higher than ours, despite only 1 shot on target. They are only a lower mid-table side, so they are a side we should be looking to beat. Let's demand more. And we win the header on halfway. Burrow to Tootle. Tootle drifts out wide right. Looks for a pass, finds Preston. Gets it back, goes to the byline for the cross. Heads it into the middle, and Burrow is there to finish off the chance. Boston United 1, Southport 0. We'll just watch the replay from the other angle. And it's Preston and Tootle swapping passes. Tootle deep cross, headed back into the danger area, and Burrow just beats the keeper and flicks the header past him into the corner. And we do deserve to be ahead. And here we go, trying to get a second. Duxbury down the left, beats his man, cuts it back for Byrne, then gets it back. Oliver dived in slightly there, but got away with it as he didn't make anything in the way of contact. Burn to Di Maio. Horton heads clear, but Paul Green collects and gives it to Tootle, who fires the ball in, and it's out for a goal kick. Paul Green is looking shattered, and it is cleared from Anson, but only as far as Garner, who launches it over the top. Fraser Preston can't do anything other than guide it back to the Southport goalkeeper. And that concludes the first half. We go in with a 1-0 lead, deservedly so, as you can see from the XG match story. So let's go into the dressing room. And we're doing well, but we can definitely find another gear. Absolutely true. We need to make Paul Green off for Lewis Bryan as a substitute. Scott Duxbury could do with coming off, but I can't. We could bring Matt Tootle on, but then we haven't got another right back. Yeah. Matt Tootle for Lewis Bryan. Matt Tootle off. And who could come on? Luke Shields, I suppose, would be the best option there. And then we could try Shane Byrne at the base of the midfield. He's better. Luke Shields is actually... we'll put Luke Shields at the base of midfield and leave the central midfielders as they are. And that will have to do for now. So we'll submit the lineup for the second half and get the game underway. We're 1-0 up. We need a second goal, I'm fairly sure of that, so we'll demand more. Horton into Hamami. Horton gets it back. And he feeds Emmett. Hamami. And it's over the bar from Carver. And into the car park. And that highlight doesn't amount to anything in the end. We currently have a 2-point lead at the top, but I have a feeling we might now have played 2 extra games. I'll check that in a minute. Meanwhile, Southport come forward, and Horton down their left-hand side gives it to a colleague, but Byrne gets in, makes the challenge, and he's going to need some help because he's running out of room. But Byrne goes all the way to the byline. The header is over the bar and away for a goal kick. Right, let's have a look at the games in hand situation. We'll look at that the next time it comes up. And it's Fraser Preston. He's been fouled, I think, there. No, apparently not. Horton crosses it in. The header is over the top from Carver. And I don't get the chance to look at the league table because the highlights are coming too thick and fast. Fraser Preston with the ball in, but gathered easily by Mason, the Southport goalkeeper. We win it back. Fraser Preston again gives it to Bryan. Back to Garner. Bryan into Burrow. And they win it back. It's gone all the way back to Mason, the goalkeeper. And he launches it, but we win it back on halfway. Di Maio into Burrow, who lays it back for Leasley. Leasley's shot is wide. And yes, we have played 2 extra games. And we've now got Joe Leasley injured, but Jay Rollins can come on to replace him. So that's absolutely fine. And we've got 27 minutes to go and no subs left. And loads of tired players. So we're going to have to hold on and just try and see the game through. So we're certainly not going attacking now, even if that was my plan originally, which it kind of was. But Carver over the top, and he's wide with the shot. We got away with that one somewhat. And it's Preston, wide to Brian. Just going to ignore that one. It's crossed into the middle. The header from Burrow is over the top and the highlight ends. Brian back to Preston, who plays it infield to Byrne. Preston to Brian again. Back to Preston, back to Brian, who chips it in, headed away, and Carver will bring it clear over the halfway line. Plays it back to his colleague, all the way back to the goalkeeper, and Emmett into Carver. Bainbridge back to Anson. Emmett is in here, but Gregory makes an absolute worldie of a save to keep the 1-0 lead intact. We've got a lot of players not playing brilliantly, so we're going to have to demand more, even though they're absolutely shattered. I don't want to trigger a press on anybody that's not already being pressed. The players are knackered enough as it is. Duxbury is on his last legs, as is Byrne, as is Di Maio, as is Fraser Preston, as is Burrow actually as well. So we've got a corner with 8 minutes left. Byrne with it, the in-swinger, into the middle, and it's headed over the top and away for a goal kick. And we're comfortably ahead on XG, comfortably ahead on shots and shots on target. It does have the look of a game where we're going to concede a late goal. Mason with the long ball forward. Garner collects, goes all the way back to Gregory, the goalkeeper for Boston. Elva Fontaine goes all the way back. And it's Emmett over the top, and keeper comes out. Clears it over halfway, but it's launched in again and then cleared. Brian to Preston, Burrow. Brian on the right this time. Runs it all the way down to the area. Crosses. The header is over the top from Rollins. And we're into the last minute. 4 added minutes signalled. We've played one of those, but it's a throw-in to Southport. We've won it back. Di Maio to Rollins, back to Di Maio. Right, all the way back to Gregory. Garner into Byrne. And it's back to Brian. Fraser Preston. Brian with the chip forward. Di Maio loses it, but Wright collects the clearance and then launches it forward, and it's all the way through to Mason. 2 added minutes gone, 2 to go. We hold on for now to the 1-0 lead. Archer with the shot, just wide, and we are very much holding on, but we're inside the last minute now. And it's Scully back to Elva Fontaine, plays it wide to Tharm. Bainbridge to Watson to Scully. Archer to Tharm. Emmett is in here. Plays it back to Tharm. It's too long and out for a goal kick. And that surely will be full time. It is. So it finishes Boston United 1, Southport 0. And I'll see you in a moment for the second match of today's episode. Time now for the second match of today's episode, as we face a trip to play Hereford United in the Vanarama National League North. And the team that's going to go there and try and get the win is David Gregory in goal, back four of Matt Tootle, Luke Shields, Jake Wright and Scott Duxbury, Paul Green at the base of midfield, Connor Di Maio and Shane Byrne in central midfield, Fraser Preston and Jay Rollins on the wings, Jordan Burrow up front. Let's submit the team and go and do the team talk. Okay, I am going to agree with the assistant. So we're going to pump the fists and tell them we've been on a good run, go out there and impress me. And let's kick the match off. And let's see if we can go and get the win. So it's Hereford who get us underway. Pierce to Clerimer. Pierce this time to Haynes, all the way back to the goalkeeper. Hall launches it long and the highlight ends. Let's demand more. Let them know early on that we need a win. Let's just check the games in hand situation. We can't at the moment. Byrne with the free kick. And it's tipped around the post by the goalkeeper for a corner. Byrne will take the corner himself. Chips it into the area. The header hits the other post and is put away for a throw-in. And yeah, we'll have played 2 games more as it stands. So we definitely need to win this one. 4 points clear with 2 games in hand, with 2 games more played wouldn't be too bad. As we've still got York to play, technically that would still leave top spot in our own hands. Whereas if we don't win here, it isn't. Byrne now gets the ball from the throw-in, gives it to Green. Duxbury plays it into the middle and the shot is blocked. Lloyd brings it clear. Finds Kuyar. And the highlight ends. So we are dominating the match, but we've yet to have a conclusive chance. 2 players are very tired. And a number of others are starting to decline. Byrne brings it forward, over halfway. Plays it back into our own half, and Green, who goes for the ball over the top. Burrow with the shot, but it's too high. And it's a goal kick. And that is half-time. It is Hereford 0, Boston United 0. So we'll go into the dressing room and tell them we're not happy. Let's make some changes. Right, Shane Byrne needs to come off, so Lewis Bryan will have to replace him. And who else needs to come off? Actually, for now, that will do. Just make the one change for now. And we're going to demand more. We're going to stay on positive rather than go into attacking, because we don't have the energy levels to go attacking at this stage. Pierce all the way back to the goalkeeper Hall. And it's end of highlight. Tootle on the right gives it to Preston. Tootle gets it back, gives it to Di Maio. The tackle goes to Preston. And it's saved over the crossbar by Brandon Hall. Duxbury with the outswinging corner. Headed away. Clerimer and Bouchai collects it, but Tootle crunches into the challenge. Takes ball and man, which is absolutely fine. I think Preston needs to come off. He isn't playing well. So we'll bring Mooney on. Kuyar to the back stick. It's headed down. And we're struggling to get it clear. It's over the crossbar. So it will be a goal kick, which we won't see. There's about an hour gone now. And it's Mooney with the free kick. Left-footed. Down the side to Rollins. Keeps it in. Plays it to Green. Who plays it to Rollins. To Bryan. Right. But Wright's shot is well wide of the target. And this is looking like heading for a very damp squib 0-0 draw. Jack Davis can come on for Duxbury as the last change. And Hall plays it forward. We win the header. Duxbury brings it over halfway, takes it down the left wing, beats his man. Can he get the cross in? Gets it, does get it over, but it's over everybody. Mooney into Di Maio, but it's cleared, and Smith brings it over halfway for Hereford. And will somebody close him down? No, he manages to get his cross in. It's headed away as far as Vincent. Back to Boucher on halfway, and the highlight ends. We're into the last 20 minutes. And it's Haynes with a free kick for Hereford. Vincent to Pinchard. Smith gives it to Sedende. And it's out for a goal kick. Pinchard to Smith. Smith down the right wing. Gets round the defender, gets his cross in, but Gregory is equal to it. And is he going to launch a counter-attack? And yes, he goes for the long ball over the top. Rollins wins the header, but it's all the way through to Brandon Hall, who looks like he's going to take his time. So we're going to demand more. Brandon Hall with a big boot upfield. Header forward, but Pearce gets it back. Vincent to Sedende. Matthew Scholes is wanting a word with Tootle. And it's a red. That is a real blow. Right. Lewis Bryan can go to right back. And then Paul Green can move forward into central midfield. And that'll do. We're going to have to see out the last 12 minutes with 10 men and try and hold on for a draw. We're now level on points with York. Top on goal difference, but York have just gone ahead. This has not been a successful day so far. It's Hereford 0, Boston 0. Green all the way back to Gregory. Gregory goes for the very long clearance. Rollins can't get there. Hodgkiss clears as far as Pinchard. Shields. It's all the way back to Gregory. Over halfway, but Di Maio intercepts. Plays it left to Rollins, who's into the area. The ball is cleared to Smith. Somebody needs to bring him down, but they don't, and it goes to Pinchard. Pinchard finds Smith on the right wing. Wright gets it clear as far as Burrow. Burrow finds Bryan to Di Maio. Mooney. And we lose the ball. Played forward, Smith on the right wing gets a cross in, the header from Sedende, and it's Hereford 1. No, it's not. It's Hereford 0, Boston 0. It's disallowed. We're not going very defensive. We're ignoring that. He's miles offside as it happens. And it's Haynes with the throw in near the corner flag. We get it clear. It's as far as Burrow. Finds Di Maio out on the right. Di Maio plays it infield to Mooney, who's surely been fouled, but no. Wide left to Kuyar. And it's into the arms of Gregory, the Boston goalkeeper. Shields with the free kick to Green. Back to Shields, into Di Maio. Bryan down the right wing, Mooney. Back to Di Maio. Di Maio gives it away. Pinchard over halfway to Kuyar. Kuyar crosses, but it's over everybody, and Smith wins the corner from Davis, and it's Pinchard with it. Headed away. And Sedende brings it forward, gives it to Hodgkiss. Pearce back to Hodgkiss. Smith shoots but straight at Gregory. And we've got around about 90 seconds left. Gregory launches the ball forward, but only as far as Pearce. Back to Hall, who launches it forward again. Sedende to Lloyd. Bouchard down the left wing, plays it in field. The shot is straight at Gregory, and this should be the final attack of the game. Gregory launches it over halfway, and it's Hereford getting it forward through Hodgkiss. The shot is deflected behind for a corner to Hereford. We've got less than 30 seconds left. Rollins brings it clear. Will there be one last chance, or is this it? Rollins is going to have to do this on his own. He's tackled, but Davis gets it. Rollins gets it back and runs it out of play. That is full time. It's Hereford 0, Boston 0. In the circumstances, not a bad result. I'll see you in a moment where we'll show you the league table and tell you what's coming up on the next episode. Okay, time to take a look now at the league table. And as you can see, we are level on points with York City, but we have played 2 extra matches. So effectively they have a 6-goal lead, and the destination of the title is no longer in our own hands. We are going to need to turn things around in the second half of the season. Let's have a look now at what is coming up on tomorrow's episode. And we will come back for the games at the end of March away to York and Darlington, and that will be on tomorrow's episode. So if you've enjoyed today's, please leave a nice thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to my channel for weekday Football Manager videos. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and goodbye.